Well, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our Memorial Day weekend cemetery visits. And we've been going all weekend and since Friday, but I had a lot of help, and so it went really well. And we like to conclude here at Buddhist Church of Oakland, Nokotsudo. So I'll begin by chanting over in the Nokotsudo. Namandam, 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 namandam. Gagon chosegan, hishimu jodo, shigan fumanzok, seifu joshogak, gaomu ryoko, fui daiseshu, fusai shobingu, seifu joshogak, gashi jobun no myosho chojipo, kukyo mishomon, seifu joshogak, ryokujin shonen, joe shubongyo, shigumu jodo, isho teninshi, jinriki endaiko, fusho musaido, shoujo sankumyo, kosai shuyakuna, kaiichi egen, neshi komoan, heisoku shoakudo, tsudaten zenchumo, kosojo manzo, kiyoro jippo, nichigan shujuki, tenkon pugen, ishukai ozo, koseku dokuhojo, daishuchu, seppo shishiku, kuyo isaibu, kusok shutoku hom, ganne shinjoman, tokui sangayo, nyobun mugechi, tsudan mifusho, gangaku erik, toshi saishoso, shigan yakoka, daisen okando, koku shoten to chimyoke. Namandabu, 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 namandabu. Ganni shikudoku, byodo seisai, dohoten bodaishin, ojo anakok. Namandam, namandam, namandam. Namandam, 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 namandam. Okay, next we'll do Sutra chanting here in the Hondo, and we can chant Ju Se Ge, and it's on page 23 in the small purple book. And why don't we just chant together, maybe, well, what do you want to do? Traditionally, you offer incense during the chanting. So if you want to do that, you can go ahead, come up, offer incense here and in the Nokotsudo, or you can sit and chant and do it after. I'll leave it up to you. You can choose. Shigan Fumanzok Sei 不上昇学がお無量行不意大摂取不採小便具政府上昇学が至上仏道妙所長実法苦境未所門政府上昇学利欲人少年上映主凡行しぐむ浄土一生天人師人力現代公不正無才道少女三苦名交際主役難回避知恵言滅死根門案閉塞小悪道通達全宗門高僧上満足異様老実法日月主樹期天候音符言一種解放像公正苦毒法上大集中説法四式供養一切仏具足主徳本元年出上満徳意三害用如仏無下知通達未不詳願学営力投資最小損志願役国家大戦王感動国書天人東鎮妙慶Thank you once again for joining us here today at this ending of the BCO Cemetery Visits, aka Memorial Day weekend. And I used AKA because, you know, here at church, you've been hearing me say it a lot, but this was kind of my message during when I get a chance to speak at some of these cemetery visits, which isn't all the time, but AKA, also known as awareness, kindness, and appreciation. And I focus mainly this time around on appreciation, because I think that's a lot of what this kind of cemetery visits is about. But I really like the word appreciation because of the two aspects. One is gratitude, right? And so we come to temple, we offer incense, we say nembutsu in gratitude. And so when we visit the graves, right, or the niches, and visiting our deceased loved ones, I think such a big part of it is gratitude. But the other side of appreciation is awareness, recognition, understanding. And just a couple of expressions. One might be, I appreciate the gravity of the situation, right? Or I appreciate how much work went into this, right? We use that term meaning I understand, I recognize this. So much work went into this, and so I appreciate it. And I appreciate that you did it for me, right? And so that also has the gratitude aspect. Isn't that kind of neat how one word can have these multiple meanings? I don't think there's an exact word in Japanese. We use the word kansha for gratitude in Japanese, but Shinran never used that. Shinran uses ho-on, right? Shinran uses that idea of wanting to respond when receiving this great compassion. But I like this understanding aspect of appreciation. To me, a big part of Buddhism is addressing the question, who am I? Who am I? But who am I isn't just about me. Who am I is about me and so many people. All the causes and conditions that went into this moment, this me. And, so visiting our deceased loved ones, right, allows us this opportunity to reflect on that. To realize, wow, who am I? Well, I'm connected to this person. I'm their whatever. Sibling, spouse, child, parent, right? All these different possible relationships. And then we begin to realize, who I am depends on others, right? And that I have all these connections. One of the funniest things that happened this weekend, I was very fortunate. Yesterday, Jean took me around the Hayward stuff and helped carry stuff, and then today, Keiju helped for the first time as president of the church. He came on the cemetery visits with me and carried the table and stuff, and it's an opportunity to get to meet people, right? But one person he kept talking to, and I was like, what, do you guys know each other? They played volleyball together. What, college? To high school? Sometime. Right? And so through that, all these people start talking, oh, do you know, blah, 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 oh yeah, blah, blah, so Keiju's meeting this person for the first time in 30 years? 30, 40 years? And then we go to another place, and he goes, I know you, blah, 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 and Keiju says it to this other person. The other person's like, I don't know you, right? But Keiju remembered them. It was amazing. It was so funny. And so one of the other family members is just laughing because he can't believe it. Right? 30, 40 years later, and Keiju recognizes them, meeting again for the first time. Totally unrelated? I don't think so. Right? In Buddhism, very little is totally unrelated. Right? In Buddhism, we realize, wow, all these causes and conditions. Right? Duncan Newkin Williams, when he came to speak about American Sutra, right? He used a term that we don't use so much in Shinshu, but as Zen maybe more so, the inconceivable relationships. Yeah, we use that, huh? Inconceivable causes and conditions. Mysterious sometimes even, right? And wow, I think in normal times we think, what a coincidence. But in Buddhism, wow, no, it's all connected. Right? And it just takes some time for these connections to reveal themselves once again, right? To reconnect. And so what a wonderful time, right? This time of year. I think, in American society, it seems like some people don't want to remember. They don't want to think about death. They don't want to, they want to put it all behind them. But as Buddhists, I think that it can be painful to lose people, right? And lonely, and yet also incredible. Right? And to be able to visit in this way and spend time, right? Putting flowers, offering incense. I hope there's not too much incense. I think we might have got too much incense, one little part, but just really, really wonderful opportunity. And so I'd like to thank everyone over the whole weekend who came out to visit, and everyone who came to help, and just the temple, to make this possible. So thank you very much. As you know, we express our gratitude and appreciation through reciting the Nembutsu. So why don't we conclude this Memorial Day weekend visitations with Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo. And I guess I should say I'm wearing the World BWA Conference Wagesa, because I saw it sitting there and I thought, I went not all over the Bay Area, but I was in the peninsula, I was in, Oakland, I was in Concord, I was in Hayward and everything, and this is the one with the Golden Gate Bridge as the pattern, and then the poppies, and we saw so many, we were sneezing a lot, or I was sneezing here and there, and because of all the pollen, right? But just the beautiful flowers out there now, so I thought this was nice to wear for this kind of special occasion. And especially the last stop before this is Sunset View. So we actually saw the Golden Gate Bridge just about an hour ago, right? So it's part of the pattern here. It's a wonderful tradition. I'm glad we can keep it up. I'm not sure if anyone's watching online, but if you are, thank you. Hope you're having a good weekend. Maybe you're watching this later, the recording, but we really want to thank you very much for all your support. Okay, thank you. This will conclude our service.